Is live video the same as live? Shabbat Shalom, Harriet. Shabbat Shalom, Judy. Can you hear me? Thumbs up or comment if you can hear me. I just want to make sure things are working. We had some technical difficulties. Can people just note or comment if they can hear me okay? Oh, good. Oh, good. Great. Well, let's give it a minute or two. I am doing this off of my phone because we had some technical difficulties with Facebook. So we'll see how this affects things. But let's give it a minute or two and let people join in. Wherever you're joining from. I hope you're feeling good. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I see Judy, I see Harriet, I see Brian, I see Heather. I see everyone. Plastic thing to fill in for the computer. I don't know your question, Jim. Are you seeing something that I'm not seeing? Shabbat Shalom, Jim. Shabbat Shalom, Nancy. So maybe we'll start. Feel free to text or remind others that we are here and we're going to have a intimate and hopefully very comforting Shabbat morning service. Just because our world is in quite a state does not mean that Shabbat takes a rest. Oh, the white thing. Oh, that's a light. That's a light. It's a little light for the computer. Shabbat does not rest. Shabbat has never been put on pause through every challenging period our people have endured. We always return to Shabbat at the end of the week. It's one constant in a highly unpredictable world, which we are feeling so clearly right now. And hopefully Shabbat these days gives us a little bit of comfort and a little bit of perspective, helps us to slow down, to calm some of our fears and anxiety, do a little bit of learning, get distracted a little bit from the news. I'm just going to adjust the volume here. And that's what we'll do. So maybe you have a book in front of you, maybe you don't. A lot of the tunes will be very familiar, and the idea this morning is familiar, comforting, texts and teachings that ground us and help us as we feel all of the weight of living in this moment in time. We're going to begin as we always begin, with an expression of gratitude. And as I noted last week, especially on these Facebook Live services, if I can be singing alone here, then you have permission to sing alone or wherever you might be in your home. As I like to say, your voice deserves to be heard and your prayers deserve to be heard. Modeh ani lefanecha helps us to express gratitude for the gifts and the blessings in our lives. That's where we start. Mode'ani lefanecha, melech chai v'kayam, shechazarta bi nishmati bechemla, rabba emunatecha. And we're going to continue with our morning blessings, helping us to start our day. May the one whose spirit is with us in every righteous deed be with all who work for the good of humanity and bear the burdens of others, and who give bread to the hungry, who clothe the naked, and take the friendless into their homes. May the work of their hands endure, and may the seed they sow bring abundant harvest. If you have a book in front of you, we're moving to page 194. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher yatzar et ha'adam b'chokhmah u'varavo nekavim chalulim. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who formed the human body with skill, creating the body's many pathways and openings. It is well known before your throne of glory that if one of them be wrongly opened or closed, it will be impossible to endure and stand before you. Blessed are you, Adonai, who heals all flesh, working wondrously. Baruch atah Adonai rofei chol basar umafli la'asot. Elohai neshama shenatata bi tahora hi, ata virata, ata yitzarta, ata nefachta bi, ve'ata mishamra bikirbi. My God, the soul you have given me is pure. You created it, you shaped it, you breathed it into me, and you protect it within me. For as long as my soul is within me, I offer thanks to you, Adonai my God, and God of my ancestors, source of all creation, sovereign of all souls. Praised are you, Adonai, in whose hand is every living soul and the breath of humankind. Baruch atah Adonai asher biado nefesh kol chai v'ruach kol basar ish. We continue with Nisim B'chol Yom, welcoming in all the people who are joining now. It's great to be with you. Nisim B'chol Yom is a series of blessings that has us acknowledge the Nisim, the blessings, the miracles that we encounter even in just starting a new day, the fact that we're able to get out of bed, that we have clothes to wear, that we have food to eat. And as is our custom on our Saturday morning services when we're in our sanctuary, before we chant these blessings, I sort of open the floor up to hear if there are those who would like to share some miraculous moment from this last week with us. So if you have something you'd like to share, something that you witnessed, something that you learned, something that you were a part of, you could put it right in the chat and you can let us see and be reminded of the good, that there's still a lot of good in our world. Okay, who's going to put something in the chat? Let's see. Something good and miraculous that you witnessed or felt or saw. I think the remarkable outpouring from our medical professionals has been extraordinary, and I'm particularly moved by all those who are coming out of retirement and stepping up and hearing the call. As Cantor Sandy's noting also, those who are taking a chance and time to shop for others or to pay for other people's groceries. Jim Kennedy saying that he was moved by seeing my article in 10 Minutes of Torah. That's very nice, Jim. I wrote a little davar for the Reform Movement website. Harriet saying our friend's grandson had 3 emergency surgeries this week and is doing very well. That's good to hear. So it's important we're reminded of the good, that life can't be all scariness and doom and anxiety. And Nisim B'chol Yom gives us the language to do that, to articulate that. Beginning on page 198 and going forward. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan l'segvi vina lehavchin ben yom uvein laila. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Pokeach Ivrim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, matir asurim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, zokef kifufim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, rokar etzal hamayim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamechim etzadei gaver. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, malbish harumim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hanoten le'aef koach. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hama'avir sheina me'enai, utnuma me'afapai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shasani b'tselem Elohim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shasani ben chorin. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, shasani Yisrael. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, ozer Yisrael bigvura. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, oter Yisrael betifara. We'll continue with a blessing for the study of Torah, that we feel so fortunate that we can still study Torah, that not all of life has come to a total standstill. We're still Jews, and we're still bound to Torah, and we're moved by Torah, and we're inspired as much as ever by words of Torah. And so we can say together, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu la'asok b'divrei Torah. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to engage with words of Torah. Our service will continue with our Chatzi Kaddish, which is on page 224 if you're following in a book. Yitzgadal v'yitzgadash shemei Rabba, b'alma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayei chon uv'yom echon, uv'chayei techol beit Yisrael, bagala bagala, uv'izman kari v'yimeru, amen. Yehei shemei Rabba mivorach, le'olam olal me'al maya, yitbarach, Yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu, le'alam min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma, v'yimeru, amen. Lie, 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 yai, lie, yai, lie, 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 lie. Baruch hu et Adonai, hamivorach, Hamivorach, Baruch Adonai, Hamivorach, Leolam, Leolam Vaed. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due. Praise Adonai, to whom our praise is due, now and forever. Yotzer Or has us thank God for all works of creation as we pray together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, Yotzer Or uvarei choshech, oseh shalom uvarei et hakol, hameir la'aretz v'ladarim aleha berachamim, u'tuvo mechadesh b'chol yom tamid ma'aseh v'reishi. Praised are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, creator of light and darkness, who makes peace and fashions all things. In mercy you illumine the world and those who live upon it. In your goodness you daily renew creation. How numerous are your works, Adonai. In wisdom you form them all, filling the earth with your creatures. Be praised, Adonai our God, for the excellent work of your hands, and for the lights you created. May they glorify you. Shine a new light upon Zion, that we all may swiftly merit its radiance. Praised are you, Adonai, creator of all heavenly lights. Baruch atah Adonai yotzer hameorot. We join in singing Shema, if you're following in a prayer book at home, page 232. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem, Kivod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha, b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol meodecha. Ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele, asher anochi mitzavecha, hayom al levavecha, v'shinantam levanecha, v'dibarta ba'am, b'shivtecha b'veitecha uv'lech v'aderech, uv'shochbecha uv'kumecha, Ukshartam leot al yadecha, v'hayu letotafot beineinecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha uvisharecha. Leman tizkeru v'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim leloechem. Ani Adonai Eloechem, asher hotzei tietchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, Liot lachem lelohim, ani Adonai Elohechem. If you are following in our prayer book, we are on page 237. How are we out there? Are we good? Are we all right? We're doing our best, right? Yes? Thumbs up? Okay. Happy birthday, Sharon. Happy birthday. If people fall, can they not also rise? If they break away, can they not return? The stork in the sky knows when to migrate. The dove and the swallow know the season of return. What human instinct knows the time to turn back? What cue sparks the conscience of the soul? We pray to sense this day anew, attuned to the call of sacred living. Our song of freedom during this time of year, this season when we're meant to be especially mindful of our freedom, Mi Chamocha, we sing together. Mi Chamocha Paelim Adonai, Mi Chamocha Nedar Bakodesh, Nora Tehilot, O Seifele. Shira Chadasha Shibechu Geulim, Leshimcha Sefatayam, Yachad Kulam Hodu, Vihim Lichu V'Yameru, Adonai Yimloch, Leolam Va'em. Sur Yisrael, Kuma Be'ezrat Yisrael, Uftechenu Mecha, Yehuda veYisrael. Go Aleinu Adonai Tzevaot Shemo, Kedosh Yisrael. Baruch Atah Adonai, Kal Yisrael. This brings us to our tefillah, our most central collection of prayers, which remind us of the heroism, the courage, the faith of our patriarchs and matriarchs, that we need to be inspired by them particularly now, and need to remember that we have that same level of courage, that same level of righteousness in our DNA. It's there for us to be used, especially now, to maybe bring some healing and some help to our world. Our tefillah, our amidah, our standing prayer, so I'm going to actually stand carefully and try not to lose you. Page 242. Adonai sifatai tiftachu fi agita hilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'Konei Hakol, V'Zocher Chastei Avot V'Imahot, U'Mevi Gula Livnei V'neihem, L'man Shemo B'Ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen. Baruch Atah Adonai, Magen Avraham V'Ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor Leolam Adonai, Mechayei Hakol Atah Rav Lehoshia, Mashiv Haruach U'Morid Hagashem, Mechalkel Chaim Bechesed, Mechayei Hakol Berachamim Rabim, Somech Noflim V'Rofeh Cholim, Umatir Asurim, Umekayem Emunato, Lishenei Afar, Michamocha Baal Givurot, Umido Melach, Melech Memit, Umechaye, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emana Talach Ayot HaKol, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mechaye HaKol. Nekadesh et Shimcha Ba'olam, Keshem Shemakdishim Oto Bishmei Marom, Kakatuv Al Yad Neviecha, V'kara ze el ze ve'amar, Kadosh, 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 Adonai Tzevaot, Meloch ol haaretz, Kevodo. Adir, Adirenu, Adonai, Adonenu, Ma'adir Shimcha b'chol haaretz, Baruch Kevod Adonai, Mimkomo. Echad hu Eloheinu, hu Avinu, hu Malkeinu, hu Moshienu, v'hu Yashmienu, Berachamav le'enei kol chai. Ani Adonai Elohechem, Yimloch Adonai le'olam, Elohai Yitzion, Ledor vador. Hallelujah. Ledor vador nagid God lecha, ulenetzach netzachim kedushacha nakdish, v'shivchacha Eloheinu, mipinu lo yamush leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Shabbat is a time to offer thanks, to express thanks for the good in our lives and the good in ourselves, that there's good in our world. Modim anachnu lach is a prayer that helps us to articulate that sense of gratefulness that we feel and reminds us to try desperately to go to a place of gratefulness even when we might not have the energy to do so or be in the mindset to do so, which would be understandable right now. Modim anachnu lach encourages us and even challenges us to go there. Page 256, if you're following in a book at home. Modim anachnu lach, she'atahu Adonai Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu le'olam va'ed. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God, and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and the shield of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one whose mercies never end, O compassionate one whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha u'lecha na'eh lehodot. We continue with Sim Shalom, our prayer for peace. And we sing now, as always, for a greater level of peace, that our world might move from animosity and a sense of division and a sense of racism or sexism or homophobia to rather a place of understanding and togetherness. If ever there was a time to remember that we are indeed one human family, this is that time. Our prayer for peace, Sim Shalom, page 258. Sim Shalom Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom Tova Uvracha. Sim Shalom Tova Uvracha. Chen v'chesed, chen v'chesed v'rachamim. Chen v'chesed, chen v'chesed v'rachamim. V'rachamim, sim shalom. Tova uvracha. Sim shalom, tova uvracha. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Amecha sim shalom. Tova uvracha. Sim shalom, tova uvracha. Grant us peace, your most precious gift, O eternal source of peace, and give us the will to proclaim its message to all the peoples of the earth. Bless our country as a safeguard of peace, its advocate among the nations. May contentment reign within our borders, health and happiness within our homes. Strengthen the bonds of friendship and fellowship among all the inhabitants of our world. Plant virtue in every soul, and may the love of your name hallow every home and every heart. Praised are you, Adonai, who blesses your people with peace. Baruch atah Adonai hamivarech et amo Yisrael, bashalom. With that, we continue now with a prayer for healing. And we are so abundantly aware of the fact that there is great, great pain and suffering in our world as we arrive at this Shabbat, that there is illness that has found a way to reach into every place and every last corner of this world. And so we pray for healing, both within our own community, in our own homes, and in our wider world, particularly with regard to those who have been affected by this virus. As a congregation, I know our prayers are with Ileana Cohn, Rick Ulrich, Shirley Lewis, Lynn Romsberg, Amy Martyr, Millie Rosenfeld, Annette Shine, Roxanne Forth, Jerry Dreskin, Bruce Berkowitz, Ann Marsden, Stephen Trombecki, Howard Beckerman. If there's a name you'd like to add to this list, someone for whom you offer a prayer for healing, you can do so in the comments. Or if you prefer, you can hold that name in your heart as we sing now our prayer for healing, Misha Berach. Misha Berach Avotenu Mikor HaBracha Le'avotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing. And let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu Mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Amen. We'll pause now for a moment or two for the sake of our own personal prayers and reflections. Ose shalom bimromav, hu yaseh shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'imru, imru amen. Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael, Yaseh shalom, shalom aleinu, ve'al kol Yisrael. Shabbat shalom again, everybody. This is usually the part of our service where we rise and open our ark and take part in a Torah service, turn our attention to our Torah portion for the week. That's a little complicated given the state of things right now. So what I thought we'd do instead is maybe have just a little mini discussion about Torah portion and maybe more specifically Passover, which is fast approaching, and how we sort of process all of it given the backdrop of our world right now. So first a word about our Torah portion of Tzav, which is the second portion of the book of Leviticus, a book that, on the one hand, feels so antiquated and dated, a book about sacrifice and the priestly offerings, a Judaism that seems so totally foreign to us now. But as I've mentioned before, it does maybe encourage us to think about that word sacrifice. Are there sacrifices we've made or are making in the name of faith or family, or even in the name of your own self? I think this is a time where clearly we are making sacrifices in the name of the health of those around us, the fact that we are each of us in our own homes and really restricting ourselves. That's a sacrifice. And we're making that sacrifice in the name of the well-being of our population. We're hopefully also making sacrifices in the name of our own well-being. This is a time where self-care and taking care of yourself and going easy on yourself and making space for your own soul is so important, whether that's getting outside for a little bit, exercise, reading a book, turning off the news. Those, I think, are important sacrifices to make. And I would also say with regard to the book of Leviticus, a comment that was pointed out to me this week is that you might wonder even, why do we still read this book? It has almost nothing to do with our lives. It reflects a Judaism that is so totally foreign to us at this point. And maybe it serves as a reminder that Judaism has always been about change. Judaism has always been about evolving. And maybe we come back to this book as a kind of touchstone, a reminder of the fact that we've come so far and that we almost have an obligation to make sure that Judaism is growing and changing in every single generation while remembering always our past. So that's Tzav, that's Leviticus. And of course, I think what's more sort of on our minds at this point is Passover, which is really just days away. And it goes without saying that this Passover is going to be, let's call it different, to go kindly, to put it kindly. And even if we're not able to hold the Seder that we might have held or celebrate in the way that we might have, I think the holiday still carries great meaning and perhaps offers all of us something we desperately need right now, which is to be grounded in a story about hope and about faith, a story that at its beginning feels like one that is very scary, anxiety, persecution, right? Think how the story of Passover begins with slavery, with hardship, but moves in time to a place of great light and joy and liberation. And we can relate to this idea of hopefully going from a time of darkness for us, for our community, for our world, to, God willing, a time of liberation, a time of joy. So let's see. There's so many places to go with regard to Passover and Passover this year. And as I'm talking, I'd love to see your comments in the chat, in the comments. Passover, as Marlene's pointing out, is also really a story of survival. And our people have survived. And we will continue to survive, God willing. Passover at its core is also a story of questions. We have the famous 4 questions, those iconic 4 questions, which we looked at incidentally in my Talmud class yesterday morning, how even those 4 questions have evolved over time. And we might say that we have way more than 4 questions this year. Both some sort of straightforward, almost superficial questions like when are we going to be able to go back to school? When are we going to be able to resume our normal lives? But also some fundamental questions. Where is God at a time like this? What do we do with faith in a time like this? Am I allowed to question? Some real sort of honest questions that I think we should be asking. Maybe you want to put up some of the questions you have. Passover gives us the space to ask those hardest questions. And not even that, but encourages us to ask the hardest possible questions. That those are the questions precisely that are meant to be asked. The rabbis never shied away from that. And the Talmud will essentially be an exploration of some of the hardest questions we could possibly ask of ourselves and of God. And this year we certainly have way more questions than answers, but thank God we have a community with which we can ask those questions. And you have a rabbi and me that will never, ever, ever, ever be offended by any question, and will always do my best to answer them. And another element of our Seder, just one more piece that I'll touch on, are these 4 children, the 4 sons, right? 4 different types of learners. And maybe this year that speaks to the idea that we're all dealing with this saga very differently. Some of us are doers. We're rolling up our sleeves. We're coming to the rescue of our neighbors. We're trying so much to help out. We're looking to give blood. We're looking to give. Some of us feel a little paralyzed by fear, which is understandable too. Some of us aren't quite sure what we should be feeling. Sometimes we feel great and healthy and optimistic and eager, and sometimes we can barely get out of bed. And that's okay too. And some of us are feeling very sad and anxious and hurt and unsure, and that's okay too. I think this year those 4 children give us at least the space to consider that there are many modes of dealing with reality in front of us, and that there's no wrong way. Marlene, I like your comment. Godliness is urgent now. Being kind, being helpful, being affirming. I think that's very good. And then just to go to a sort of a lighter place, someone sent me that there are 4 different types of Zoom users instead of the 4 different children this year. There is the one who does not know how to press mute. There is the one who does not know where to find the link. There's the one who has a great camera. There's the one who doesn't have a great camera. So maybe something to think about. Jim's saying it's time for perspective, to turn to our spiritual toolbox. That's a good way of putting it. Harriet says, my Orthodox cousin tells me that she believes this pain and suffering is what God will send us before the Messiah comes. That's a sort of a common Orthodox motif, that it's only after a time of great hardship that we can really experience a time of great joy. I don't know if I would link it to the Messiah as a good Reformed Jew, but I would say that there is a theology there that we can appreciate the good in a more profound way after having experienced the not so good. And I think when this is all over, we're going to appreciate nature and company and humanity in ways that maybe we hadn't before. I know I will. I was asking someone if when we're finally back in our sanctuary, if I'm going to accidentally still be saying, please post your questions in the chat. Maybe. Let's find out. Okay, any closing comments or ideas or remarks about Passover, about Seder, about Torah? Welcome everyone who's joined us even in the last couple minutes. All right, community and the importance of community right now. The temptation to feel like you're alone, that you're sitting home alone, or it's just you and your family at home. And the reminder we need this Passover that actually we are tethered to an entire Jewish community out there now and always, that they are experiencing exactly what we're experiencing, whether in Israel or in South Jersey or in Australia, Canada, anywhere, that we're all in this together now as always. Okay, why don't we leave our quote-unquote discussion there and move toward the conclusion of our service now. Thank you for participating in our discussion and helping us. How about Aleinu? Page 586 at the bottom. Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'tetz gedula liotzer bereshit, shelo asanu ki goyei haratzot, velo samanu k'mishpachot adama, shelo sam chelkenu kahem, v'gor aleinu kechol hamonam, va'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, lifnei melech, malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu. V'nemar v'hai Adonai lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, yeh Adonai echad, ushemo echad. As we do in any service, wherever or however it may be happening, we always make the time and space to remember longingly those we have loved and lost. And today is no exception. We think deeply about those that our community has bid farewell to, and we remember them in our hearts at this very moment. There are stars up above so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. And we do remember at this time those taken from our congregational community in most recent days: Mitzi Longer, Ronald Kramer, Wally Kramer, Susan Fesnack, David Prizer. As well, we recall now those whose yahrzeit we mark this Shabbat: Louis Abrams, Stan Chanofsky, Lauren Harold Jaffe, Samuel Korth, Fanny Lesser, Benjamin Latovsky, Elliot Marchant, Belle Markowitz, Adele Mendelson, Ida Plavinsky, Earl Schaefer, Adele Schlossberg, Dan Selman, Sibby Slaughterhoff, Robert Slovin, Joan Summers, and Lillian Ward. And if there's someone that you recall, especially now, I would invite you to hold that name in your heart, or feel free to share the name in the comments as we join together in the hallowed words of Kaddish Yatom, words with which we thank God for the gift and the blessing of life. The Mourner's Kaddish, if you're following in the book, is on page 598. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divrach yirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uv'yomechon uv'chayei techol beit Yisrael, b'agalau v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehei shemei Rabbah mivarach le'olam u'almei almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh, yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'reichu, leila min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran b'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shlama Rabbah min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu yaseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all who are bereaved. Together we can say, amen. So we're about at the end of our service now. No real major announcements other than to continue to watch Facebook and email for more content that we're trying to provide, and substance that we're trying to provide, especially now. There will be still much more coming out. Passover-wise, Passover resources, Passover videos, Passover music. I'm inviting now in front of the camera my associate, Rabbi David, who wanted to say Shabbat Shalom to everyone. And please join us tonight at 7 on Facebook for Havdalah with the Cantor, 7 on Facebook Live with the Cantor. We'd love to see you there. Nice way to draw Shabbat to a conclusion. How about a closing song? Do we have any requests? Closing song. What do we like? Sammy, what do you like?
I don't know.
You don't know? You like Bim Bam? Yeah? No?
I don't know.
Let's see. We're looking for requests in the chat. Anadon, Olamin, Keloheinu, Shalom Aleichem. We could sing just about anything. What should we sing, Sammy Bim Bam? Okay, we're going to sing Bim Bam.
Okay.
Sammy's going to help lead us. Bim Bam, Bim, Bim, Bim Bam. Bim, 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 Bim Bam. Chiri, biri, biri, Bim Bam. Bim, Bim, Bim Bam. Bim, 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 Bim Bam. Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat Shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat Shalom. Have a great day, everyone. Take care of yourselves. We'll see you soon.